Wednesday. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As you can tell by the title, this is my summer dress collection reveal. So these are the patterns. You will tell by the title that I have decided on 10 dresses. At the beginning of the year, for those who are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are interested, you can go back and watch my plans video from January 2024. I'll leave it up here in the iCards. But for those who did catch that video, I did talk about two things. One, I was doing a denim collection series for 2024. I have been bringing you a new denim piece every single month. So I'll make sure that playlist pops up at the end of this video. But now I am working on my summer dress collection. So initially I was planning on doing a 5-piece summer dress collection. And that was based off of, in last year I did a 5-piece. I think it was just called 5-piece summer collection. It was a prompt from Roz from So Much Fabric, where we did this at the Sewing Fashionistas meetup, where we brought in 5 patterns, and if we had the fabric and everything, that we would make up that year. So if you had different, maybe if you had an event, or maybe it was different categories. I don't remember all of the categories, but I do remember that was last year. And I said, I know for 2025 I want to do this again, because that was so much fun. But I want to focus on just all dresses, because I absolutely love wearing dresses. I love wearing dresses, and most of my patterns, be it indie or commercial, I am a lot of them are dresses. And so, as you all know, for those who follow, I do a pattern and focus every quarter. Right now it is Butterick, and I did choose the pattern for the month of May. But the purpose of the pattern and focus is for me to go through all of my commercial patterns. I want to make them up. I am in a pattern no buy for the year of 2024, so I'm not buying any new commercial or indie patterns. The only exception is if I do a bra or handbag or accessory, but I do have enough of those patterns as well. But I want to, the purpose of a pattern no buy for me is to really focus in and go through my stash, do hacks, you know, just really push myself. So if there is something I like and I don't have a pattern for, push myself in a direction of, okay, let's try hacking it, or let's try doing something, different modifications to it, something like that. So for me, what I decided to do, because I absolutely love wearing dresses, is to do a 10-piece summer dress collection series. Now, caveat, I live in Texas, in the Houston area. So it's been hot. It's been 80, 90s and humid over a month now when spring set in. And it's going to be like this until October or November even. And so for me, quite honestly, I will be wearing these dresses. While it's called a summer dress collection, they're going to get worn past just quote unquote the summertime, right into early fall. And so what I wanted to do was go through my patterns, my commercial patterns, and choose 5 that I've never sewn before and that will be part of this collection. So next week, Wednesday, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to thumbs up this video on your way out. I will share 5 indie patterns, and I will choose 5 indie that I have not made. And so yeah, so I am going to share with you the 5 patterns. What I am wearing is the Know Me, I believe it's 2026. It's my new TNT tank pattern, real easy to sew up. And so I modified it into, it's a tank dress underneath the overlay of that pattern, but I just made the I modified it into a tank top. And so yeah, and I actually made a couple more. But anyway, and I'm over here because a couple of these I may already have fabric for, so I want to be able to share with you the fabric. Most of them I do not, but yeah, because all of these, believe it or not, you guys, all of these are long dresses. And so, which I'm excited about. I am excited about that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I will make sure I pop the pattern up on the screen, and I'll share with you any fabric that I plan to do. Now this one I have talked about more than once and said, oh, I'm gonna make it, I have the fabric, and never got around to it because other things got in. And I was like, no, it's time to make this dress because I'm excited to make it. It is McCall 7969. So many reviews out here for that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the fabric. I've shared this fabric before. This was actually gifted to me, sent to me by my good friend Myra Lorraine. You all know, if you saw that video, she had sent me different fabrics, and this was one of them. And was this gifted, Myra? You have to, or did I buy this? I don't remember. But anyway, it came from Hetty's in Las Vegas, Hetty's fabric store. So they don't have an online presence. But I always said I wanted to do this fabric for this dress, and so I'm gonna do it. It is, again, 7969 by McCall's, and absolutely love this fabric. It's a viscose fabric, viscose rayon, or was this called viscose challis? I don't remember, but anyway, nice drape to it, absolutely beautiful print. Oh, it might be here on the side. No, it's not. It doesn't say, but I mean, as you can tell, it's a beautiful, beautiful drape. Absolutely love this. Look at that. Now it's coming off true to color, very vibrant, very pretty. I've shown this many a times, and I think this is probably the first dress I'm gonna do because I've been threatening to sew up this dress forever. So I am going to go ahead. I can't remember how many yards I had of this. I want to say it's at least 3. And so for the pattern, if I decide to do, if I can get away with doing view A, I want to do view A but longer. And we shall see. I would love to use up all of this fabric. Whatever length I can get out of the skirt pieces out of this, I'll just take it to that length. But I should have enough. It is calling for view A, only calls for it calls for 3 3/4 fabrics, but I'm not doing that. Is with the long sleeves. I'm doing the, oh no, that's with the sleeves, but I want the I want to do as long the length I can get. So if that's already calling for 3 3/4 for view A, yeah, with 60-inch wide fabric, and this is 60-inch wide. Who knows how long I can get the skirt piece for. It might be 4 yards here, I'm not sure, but either way, that is what I'm planning on doing for this pattern. So that's the first one out the gate. The second one, I do not have do I have fabric for this one? No, I don't think I have fabric for this one. I'm really trying to, guys, if you can tell, I am really trying. These two right here are the two I'm really trying to dig into, because I've been digging into my purple, but these fabrics are more for fall, like cooler. So what I have left up in here, maybe this one not so much, but yeah. And then this is all my denim down up in here, and then that's lining fabric, and then this is also more for maybe cooler temps. Yeah, I'll have to go through there and see, but the ones you see here, I have some Ankara in here, and I also have this as well, but my main focus has been trying to see if I can sew up as much of this as I can. The next pattern is Know Me, and actually I'm gonna combine this. Know Me 2027 and Know Me 2020. These are Kichi B style. I picked up 2027 for the bodice piece, not so much for the bottom, because the bottom is a jumpsuit I don't care for jumpsuits. I'm not gonna make that. But I do like the bodice, and I particularly like the sleeves on this pattern. And I figure the bodice will go really well with 2020. The bottom, because that is separate. The bottom piece of 2020 is separate from the bodice on there. But and the thing is, I can use the sleeve from 2020, but if I'm just going to use the bodice from 2027, I'll just use the sleeves. But the thing is, I didn't want the crossover, so that's why I'm not doing the bodice from 2020, because I didn't want the crossover. But I do like the button up, and I like the collar on 2027. So I have not gotten fabric for this, and when I was looking in here, yeah, I didn't see nothing that spoke to me to do that out of. So no fabric yet, but that is dress 2. Am I sewing them up in the order I'm showing you? Not necessarily. That first one I will. That's the first one I'll do. The next pattern is McCall's 8413. I have been wanting to make this for a while because I really like that drawstring up in the front that gives you that ruching effect. I will not do a very long version of this. I do want it to go just below my knees, probably how the length of you see. I can see that, the length of you see, because it does go past her knee. But I know part of that drawing up the string is, that cut. That separation is high, and I believe that's based on how far she drew it up. I most certainly don't have to draw it up that far. But that view, based on my size 22, 24, is calling for 2 and 5/8 fabric for a 60-inch wide knit. And so, because this here is, it calls for a challis, crepe, georgette, or stable knit. And so I'm going for a knit. I am going for a knit in this one. That is what I want to do. I know, again, you can do it in a woven, but I actually prefer for this, the fit of this, to be in a knit. And I most certainly do not have any knit, enough knit to make that in my stash as I'm turning around here looking. So I do not. So I will have to purchase a knit for this. I don't know if I'll do what how it's shown on View C, where you have kind of contrasting colorways put together. I think that would be fun. Or if I'll do it in a whole different color. Actually, the fabric in View A, I made a top in that in View A, but yeah, so we shall see. Don't have fabric for that one either. The next one is Simplicity. This is an oldie but goodie. I know a lot of people have made it. It is Simplicity 8505. I want a caftan, and I'm in the mood for a caftan. So I am going to do View B, and I do want to do the maxi version. It says, I had wrote on here, that version calls for 4 yards. And let me just double check. Yeah, 4 1/8. View B, 3.5 to 4 yards. So that, I do not have 4 yards of another woven for this. And a flowy woven. I'm not sure what colorway I want to go for. I think it's going to be a print for sure. I definitely want to print for it, but I'm not sure what just yet. So stay tuned, we shall see. But yeah, I don't have a fabric for this. But this last one, oh, I'm so excited about it. Okay, for the final one, this is the 5th one. The final one is Vogue 1935. And I am so excited about this. So super excited about this. This is actually going to be my anniversary dress. So I have hit a bug now for anniversary. Last year, you all know I did the Bagley Mishka dress for our anniversary, and this year I want to do this one. And I think I want to do the exact same thing I did before. We shall see. The two fabrics I have in mind is a poplin or another Ankara. I have to see what's going to jump out at me. I have to see what's going to jump out at me. The problem with doing it in Ankara is I would need a ton of fabric, because this dress, and this is it's only one, yeah, it's only one version of this dress, and I love the seam lines on this, and oh, this is going to be so good. It is described as a lined dress, has a bodice cut on the bias, twisted strap detail, and very loose fitted draped skirt, invisible side zipper and side seam pockets, and it calls for linen blends, cotton shirting, or poplin. And if you're doing stripes like this one is, you know, it does talk about horizontal stripes and different things like that. But you guys, it says you should use 60-inch wide fabric. And based on my size, I would say I would do a 24 in this. I'll have to look at the actual pattern piece for the finished garment measurement. But, well, it says finished garment measurement for bust is for 22 is 45. The waist is 38 and a half, 45 and a half, 38 and a half. And my full bust is 45 and my waist is 39. So I would do more than likely the 24. Go up, because it says the finished garment measurement for 24 is 47 and a half at the bust, and waist 40 and a half. Again, I'll have to look, and I most certainly will do a muslin on that bodice. But anyway, 24, you guys, it says 60-inch wide fabric. I need 9 1/4 yards of fabric. I know that's for the skirt piece, obviously, but also 3 1/2 yards of lining. This is a fabric hungry, just like my one from last year, you guys. That was fabric hungry. You remember that also said you needed 60-inch wide fabric, but I end up getting, that one called for, I think 5 or 6, I forget. No, 9, 7, I think 7 yards. And I end up buying 12 yards of Ankara, and I still got everything out just fine. So this here, for 60-inch wide calls for 9 1/4. So if I decide to do Ankara, because Ankara is only 45 inches wide, I would probably need, I would get 3 bundles of Ankara, and the different bundles come in 6 yards, so that's 18 yards. Yes, I would do that. I will most certainly do that. And if I did it in Ankara, I would definitely choose a print that I'll probably use for more than one thing, because that fabric I used last year from the Bagley Mishka dress, I didn't see what I would want to use the rest of that fabric for, so I end up donating it in the D-stash. I end up D-stashing that, and so this time I think I will definitely want to use something that I can definitely, you know, use for something else. And I may even consider doing 2 different colorways and combining them, like doing the bodice in one and then doing the skirt piece in another. I think that would be so pretty for Ankara, because you can play with colors like that really easily. But if I see a cotton poplin that I also like, I may just do it in a cotton poplin. But I'm leaning towards, you guys, I'm totally leaning towards Ankara, because there are so many prints out there that's absolutely gorgeous that I think this would be beautiful for. So yes, this will for sure be done by our anniversary in August, for sure. But yeah, need to find fabric for these. So I need to find fabric for the last 4. The first one, as you can tell, I already have fabric for that. But yeah, that is the selection for the 5 commercial pattern. Stay tuned for next week Wednesday. I will share with you 5 indie patterns. So you all let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think? What do you think of the different patterns that I have chosen for these. Again, I was going for patterns I have not made before, and it's like, you know what, because I'm really pushing to get through. Obviously, I'm not going to get through all of my commercial patterns or all of my indie patterns this year, but I want to purposefully do different things that will push me to work through my stash, and this is one of them. So thank you everybody for tuning in today. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Is there a particular pattern that you are looking forward to? I am looking forward to all of them, but landing on, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Ankara. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do Ankara for this Vogue 1935. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. Again, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Leave a comment down below. Tune in for Sunday's video. That will be a pattern release. I did a pattern test, and it's a good one. It's a good one. So super easy. You will like it. Trust me. All right, everybody. We will see you on Sunday, and stay tuned for next week, Wednesday, for the 5 indie patterns. All right, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your week. Bye.